What happened, man? What got my man Swave like this snapping on Brizz Rawsteen? So pardon if I miss any of the build up to this, but I'm about to play this Swave clip. He's going off, definitely speaking his piece about Brizz, how he maneuvers through the culture ever since his last battle. What was it, the 2-on-2, right? The situation. We're gonna talk a little bit about that. I also got a throwback clip of Brizz explaining why he left the culture. I'm gonna give y'all a take on that too. Then I got another video from Brizz that I need to pull up with y'all that we definitely need to check out together. All in all, I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about Brizz not battle rapping. It's been 3-4 years. I'll save that after we play the 3 clips. I might get a little bit of interest into y'all, but all right, Swave, you up first. What's going on?
Say, yo, Brizz Rawsteen, bro. I'm about tired of you, bro. This nigga go in spaces and say whatever you want about me, but it is what it is. Brizz, if you're not gonna battle, just go do your listen. But if you're not gonna battle no more, bro, leave it alone, bro. Stop going in spaces. Stop arguing with niggas. Stop talking about blaming the fan. Yo, son, if you still waiting for the 100K to come back, it's not happening, bro. Battle rap is not giving that money. You're not gonna get 100K. So if that's what you're waiting for to battle, then go ahead. I'm sick of you going in spaces talking shit about Mook still and Cal still. And yo, let the shit go, my nigga. It's over, bro. You was the nigga holding the door and all that and running out and me and Ike saw it. But Brizz, I fuck with you, but this shit is retarded at this point. It's looking stupid now. I'm not babying this situation no more, bro. So what you been saying shit about people mothers and bad? That shit is whack by basically to me, if you really want to be real, just talk about a nigga mother, your mom's a bitch. That shit is trash. Do your research and find out who mother is still living before you just jump out the window like that, bro. Like we not gonna sit here and keep playing these games like we children. I'm not a child. I'm older than you, nigga. Don't play mind games with me, bro. Man, fuck that, man. Let him stay where he at, man. The fans made you, nigga. Say that part. They made you. Niggas don't have no accountability, bro. Ain't that what the Nation of Islam teach niggas? Accountability? Take accountability, bro. I don't even want to see Brizz battle no more. I don't even want to see him battle no more, bro. I used to tell niggas, yo, Brizz, I used to be a number one advocate for that. I don't even want to see him battle no more. Fuck that. Go ahead, do your thing, bro. Assalamu alaikum, bro. Peace be upon you, bro. It's getting corny, and I know I'm not the only one that feel this way. It's getting corny. You in spaces arguing with battle rappers, but you ain't gonna battle. Get the fuck out there. Shut the fuck up and keep it pushing, bro. Like, I'm tired of that shit, bro.
Nigga said, shut the fuck up and keep it pushing. Yo, Swave definitely would have. I see 100% why everybody's like, yo, Swave is on his check and Brizz Rawsteen shit. And shout out to Brizz, man. I rock with Brizz. Swave, my nigga, of course. That's my peoples. That's my folks. So, all right. Damn, a lot was said there. I don't know really what set this off because, like I said, we about to play a throwback clip. But before I get to that tape, did Brizz have something going on recently in a space or something where he's getting into it with a battle rapper or talking about Mook or Calico, or did Murder Mook's mother come up or something like that recently? Like what prompted Swave? Y'all drop a comment. What made Swave go off like this? But speaking of him talking about Mook and Cal. All right, so see, there's two sides to the coin. I'm trying to be fair here. If you get into a physical altercation on stage in front of the world, it's going to be discussed for years to come. You know, it's not like they had this fade, you know, off camera somewhere in an alley or some shit like that, and nobody know. You know what I mean? It's not that. It happened in front of everybody, the whole world, on a live pay-per-view for everybody to pick apart. People getting to say, yo, you shouldn't have rapped like this, or you know, the coke allegations and all that. You know what I mean? Of people thinking like he was acting out of place, the way he was circling Mook, and that's the fans. The fans getting an opportunity to watch that and then pick it apart whether they are right or wrong. All right, so you got that. That's going to always be there. Did they truly have closure? See, in battle rap, and I'm not even trying to say a bar with that. In battle rap, the closure be the rap battle. You know, like, let's do Hitman and Bill Collector. Let's do Math versus Serious Jones. I mean, like shit like that, like Math and Disaster to this day, other battle rappers will still bringing up. The fans will reference it. It'll always be because in the public where it all happened, once again, on camera, a live stream situation, it never brought closure to the entire battle rap world. You know what I'm saying? So Wasn't there a story that they crossed paths? Like Brizz had like a hammer, like not a hammer, but like a literal hammer, and he saw like Mook or Rex or something like that. Or I don't know. I don't know. So the thing about battle rap, if you hang around battle rap, they're gonna continue to say shit in your direction that's gonna make you answer or prompt you to defend yourself. And I want to say Brizz may have not managed the way he stayed involved with battle rap after he came back, because he took a hiatus. Then he came back, and he may not have navigated that the best way, but at the same token, there's a lot of people that probably say shit in his direction that probably tweaks a nerve, that probably triggers him, that's probably not true or whatever. So there's two ways to look at this shit. As far as Swave mentioning money, the 100K. Now that I could talk to a little bit. I'm not trying to say that that's the reason why Brizz didn't battle this whole time. I mean, we're about to play a clip of him saying it himself. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Brizz is the only person I've had a conversation with that had mega battles in front of him that wasn't Murder Mook, and he declined. I would love to have that conversation with Brizz. I might shoot him a DM or something like that. Like, yo, let's talk, man. You know what I'm saying? Would y'all drop a comment? Would y'all want me to interview Brizz if Brizz is down to chop? Because I just remember there's a time period of me and Brizz negotiating or having conversations about, him coming to RBE and putting on a battle. And it involved Hitman. Y'all know the story. I wanted Hitman versus Brizz and Cassidy versus Rum Nitty on the same card. Things didn't work with Nitty. Things didn't work with Brizz. So I took Hitman and Cassidy, and that was my idea for that mega battle. One of the biggest main events in battle rap history. It still worked, right? But I wanted those two separate battles on the same card for Max Out 1. And Brizz was the holdup. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like he has his own navigation, his own plans, negotiations, whatever. But Brizz was the holdup. Hitman ready to sign the contract. Like he's the first person I ever heard of like turning down a Hitman battle. I've said that many times in the past. So the whole thing with money now, do I think it's just around that moment? No, because we heard, I think it was around the Drake card. So when Drake came around and he was, I believe, financing or funding a card, and Mook was, I believe, trying to help him put a card together because Mook's audio even leaked, right? Because Mook was getting backlash about like his involvement. And he was doing like voice DMs with Drake. And I guess it got under Mook's skin. So he released it to the public, of Drake, pretty much bouncing ideas back and forth with Mook. So Mook could show the culture like, look, I'm trying to help other battle rappers. That's pretty much why that audio was leaked. All right. But when Drake was there was talks of this because everybody assumes that type of name, that type of bag should be available, right? If you didn't get it around that time of Drake or Caffeine, and I haven't heard this from Brizz, so respectfully, I'm not saying like Brizz is still walking around parading, saying, yo, I'll come back for y'all if y'all give me 100K. I haven't seen that. So I'm not even trying to put that on his jacket, but I'm just trying to say if the money wasn't going to happen then, it's not going to happen now. Even if it is for the biggest match, which is Mook versus Brizz, even if somebody puts that battle together right now, it has lost so much. It's going to be very, very hard for a league straight up to sign off on spending that. You want to know when you're going to get these 50s and ups at this point? Pretty much. I mean, there's going to be these small one-off occasions once in a blue, maybe, but pretty much somebody has to be giving the money away. A sponsor that doesn't want anything in return. That's just saying, here, take the money, do the battle. For example, like the Gerald McCoys of the world and not Caffeine. They had a business situation they were looking to recoup on that didn't work out. But the Franks, I can't say Harry. Harry was embedded in business looking for return. That's why he put those tweets out, snapping like, yo, niggas just gave away $100,000 at the door. I ain't get my money. And niggas gonna say exclusive vodka or whatever at the intro of the video is responsible for this. That's why he snapped like that. So he was looking for a return. But the people that's not looking for a return, those are the ones that you really need to sniff out or ask like for help to book battles like that, because it's not turning over. So a league is very, very apprehensive to just put that money up. Look, let me say this as a quick side topic. People, can we use some common business sense for a second? And it even comes current. Like y'all saw when I did the blog about the Kiss the Ring card, Easy versus Av 2 days ago, right? And I mentioned like, oh, I see it's in Tennessee. To me, that means that there's a partner there that's helping. And I see the we the fans at the end. That means that Frank is helping. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Guys, there's people that want to be involved in battle rap to help or to sponsor. Once again, like a Gerald McCoy, right? But can we be logical for a second? Can we just use our brains? Even a league, I don't care if it's King of the Dot, URL, Trenches, Chrome, whoever, TBL, whoever. If I can put up the money myself, now some of them don't have it to put up, I admit, but if I can front the money myself and then make this big profit on the back end, why would I want to sponsor as a third party there breaking in on the dividends? Right? I wouldn't want that. If I know if I put up this $100,000 right now and 300 is coming back, I would never deal with a Frank or a Gerald or the list goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. Why? Why would I ever need to do business with those guys when I'm already self-contained and I can cut that middle person out? Now, if you need the deposits and everything to put the event together, you don't have that, then okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But some of these cards is not super financed like that. Like a Av versus Easy to Block Captain isn't an expensive battle. Okay, Av is not an expensive battle rapper. He doesn't cost that much to book. Respectfully, shout out to Av. And Easy, because it's the trenches, he doesn't have to pay himself up front. He's going to try to find money on the back end, whether it's the YouTube drops, if the pay-per-view works out well, he's going to have to eat on the back end. So it doesn't cost that much money to put that battle together and get it on the flyer and get the announcement out. All right, it doesn't cost that much at all. So let's just be logical. All right, the 100 grand is gone unless you could find somebody that's willing to give the money away and not get a return. All right. Even for Mook and Brizz, people will question at this point, because if it was gonna boom and really have a big return, it would have been around the fight. Like not many battles carry that much anticipation years later. We still talk about Lux and Daylight, but it making, let's say, millions of dollars, that was then. Right now, it's just like, oh, finally, we get to see it. That's like battle rap has, and it could be trumped up maybe, but it'll never reach the peak of financial return, I think, because it's not the most energetic moment of it to capitalize. I said the same thing about Surf and Mook. Let them go all 2026 without booking Surf. The come home energy is the heightened energy. That's the biggest time. That's when 6ix9ine does the billion view stream when the first time he speaks after the trial. That's what I mean by it. So the viewership, the pay-per-view, people want to hear it. People want to hear you talk about what's going on around you, for good or bad. That's the biggest moment. That Young Thug just tried that. It's just the album is trash. You know, he just tried that. Like, I got all this controversy around me. Let me put an album out. It's just, it didn't really work out too well. But you got to capitalize on the moment to maximize. Anyway. All right. So that's the money. Last but not least, from Swave, what I took from Swave talking, Brizz hanging around battle rap. Now, people deserve their transitions, but that's not the same. What I mean by a transition, I'll go back to being a streamer or a podcaster or a blogger, right? I go back to that and I say, I'm cool on events. I'll spend my money on better things. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm cool. 10-year anniversary. I'm going to leave like that on a high note. Yeah, I'm going to go back to my roots right here, which I'm doing right now. That's a transition. Frank, speaking of Frank, we the fans, right? He's disgusted with the space. He wants to check a couple more boxes, and then he's going to continue on with his own platform, content, and other stuff, right? What else? Rosenberg Raw. Okay, he'll probably still take a booking, of course, but it's the content pretty much that represents him as Rosenberg Raw, Frozenberg, his brand in battle rap currently today. It's a transition. All right. Is Hitman Holla running around on Twitter engaging battle rappers or league owners trying to drum up a battle or a matchup? No, this guy just started a food truck a couple days. So he got a food truck, he got a spa, he's got battle rap league, he's got a fucking He's got a night lounge. He's got a 1v1 league. He's got Wildin' Out. He's got those. Some of them are, can you call those transitions? Kinda, you know, because we know him from battle rap, but it's just like, I'm not even tripping on battle rap. These are transitions. Whereas Brizz, here's the difference, Brizz. This is why they get you. Because your presence that they see isn't tied to money or isn't tied to a job. That's why. See Frozenberg stream every day, whether you like the topic or not, he's earning $1. You'd rather ARP as a league owner, you'd rather him putting together some more blue room battles instead of talking every morning about the topics that he deems interesting or whatever that he covers. But this is still a job. I'm earning right now. You guys watching this right now earns $1 or $2. Okay. Whereas Brizz, this is how they get you. They see you drumming up stuff. Like, I drum up stuff, right? But it's content. They see you drum up stuff, and it's just like, what's the gain though? Where is the value for you personally, especially if you change religions or you've walked away or you retired or you won't battle? Because if they see you drumming up controversy or arguing or fussing or fighting, and it's like in somebody's free space or something like that, they don't see you uploading it to a YouTube channel. That's why they just like, yo, like, what are you doing all this for? Like, what's the point? If you hate battle rap that much, then get the, see, I can do videos coming off right here. Like, I'm sick of certain things where I could talk about bootlegging or I could talk about no shows, right? But not only am I offering back at time, most time, a lot of times, some form of fix or some form of experience, some type of backstory, something that's entertaining, or a complaint, right? This is still a job. You don't see me cutting on a space and just getting in there and ranting about, like, let's say, like, what, damn, are you really gonna kiss the ring? This is some corny shit. And then I go about my day and people just be like, yeah, ARP came in here in this space real quick. He created all this dust stuff. You rarely even see me on other platforms. I'll be right here on my channel. This is a job. This is a scheduled job that I do, even though I like it and I am of the culture, you know? So I think that's a reason why a Swave, a Snap, a lot of people get at your Brizz. I don't know if you realize that. You can monetize it if you want. If you feel like everybody is still looking at you like, yo, listening to your opinions, then monetize it. All right. Quick throwback of Brizz. This is a longer video than I thought it was gonna be. I ain't gonna lie. Brizz talking about why he left the culture. Now, I don't know if this once again is why Swave went off on him. Because I see this uploaded to Hip Hop is Real's YouTube channel, but it's titled Throwback. It's titled Throwback. So it's not like he said this yesterday and then Swave was like, man, yo, I'm tired of this shit. So I don't know the correlation. Shout out to my nigga Swave. All right, let's play it though.
This nigga just called me a burger head. Why you let them niggas ain't run me out of battle rap, dog? Y'all ran me out of battle rap. Shit. Niggas ain't run me out of battle rap, fam. You feel me? My energy was more fuck them, suck my dick. It wasn't, oh, they running me out of battle. No, like, it was like, oh, word, that's how they acting. That's how they talking about me. Fuck them niggas. They could eat one. That was my attitude. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And I did. Yeah, I did. Cause the fans, all of a sudden, the fans ain't know me. You know what I mean? I was putting on crazy long, and then Murder Mook and Calico came to the joint, and all of a sudden, not even Calico, Murder Mook came, all of a sudden the fans ain't know me. You know what I'm saying? I get on niggas' moms every battle. You know what I'm saying? I get on Murder Mook moms in the battle, all of a sudden there's some new shit. Brizz Rawsteen. I'm moving around in every battle. I do me in every battle. I do it in this battle. It's some new shit. Brizz Rawsteen. Y'all.
I mean, once again, shout out to Brizz. Shout out to Brizz. As far as the fans acting brand new on you, fans, followers of the culture are not loyal. Fans are loyal. You know what I'm saying? Somebody says, I fuck with Brizz no matter what. He puts out a piece of music. His battle goes up and click and play. That's like a true fan. You know what I'm saying? But people that's more like for battle rap, like, and they happen to fuck with some of your matches or some of your bars or something like that, and then they turn on you. That's how that shit go. You know what I mean? But the whole thing of him saying that's why he left, everybody has their thresholds, man. You know what I'm saying? Like your peace of mind is very important. You only live once. If that got to a point after the battle where it just weighed on him that much, then yeah, step away, man. Don't battle. What could I say about that? Like, I'd probably do the same if it was that crazy or intense of a vibe. I just felt like it was a dark cloud over me. Then you got to get the fuck away from it. The mother thing, it's I'm gonna keep 1,000 with your Brizz. It's never gonna come off in good taste, ever. You know, there's a couple things that are universal. I know battle rap is extremely disrespectful, but there are certain things that are universal, even in our toxic ass space or in these disgusting "I'll kill you and all your family members" bars that we all say to each other, right? There's still some things where it's just like, you know, so I think if you write, you know, bars towards somebody's deceased parents, mother, or you bring kids or something like that, you're always rolling the dice. It's that simple. And last but not least, him talking about like, oh, so now I'm circling niggas, I'm doing this, and fans think I'm wilding and acting brand new. I don't know what fans interpreted from your career. I've always seen Brizz as a performer, but it still comes off extremely weird when you're doing it while the other person is rapping. That's why I got to the point of people and be like, yo, is he high or whatever? That's why people, I never said that about you, Brizz, but that's why people were saying that, because it looks weird as shit. It's just like these niggas is rapping. The opponents historically in battle rap is supposed to be chilling out. You know what I'm saying? And you're circling and you're creepy crawling, or like it looks wild. And I would never endorse that in an RBE battle, for example. Like if I'm watching the opponent rap and I'm seeing this other guy do that, I probably would tap him like, yo, chill. I've done that just for talking, like, yo, chill. And for niggas moving around too much, like, yo, chill, let him rap. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know what I mean? I don't remember watching a Brizz battle where the opponent was rapping, he's circling them, and I don't remember seeing that before. I only ever remember seeing that in the 2-on-2. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to say about that. All right, but in closing, man, we're going to close this on a positive level, man, because I don't know if I'm missing out. I don't know if he's been dropping these. This is the first time I've ever seen Brizz on beat, and this shit was incredible. Wow.
It's Brizz Rawsteen, Malenko, the fifth horseman, the spit flawless, the whip foreign, the shirt made in Florence, no flow was imported. Come sniff on this. Clown favorite, I was crown favorite. They downplayed it. And ever since I left with the crown, it done downgraded. Rapping is mine, your raps have declined. You niggas' life ain't matching all them trafficking lines. I thought you had it when they asked you to sign. It turns out niggas 30 albums in and they ain't had you a dime. Rapper acting brand new, had it running, it bombed. I really hope you had a wonderful time. Because now when you come around, the only thought coming to mind is 30-year-olds still coming to prime. You rappers is goose shit, saying you the best of your loose lips, but never been on stage to prove shit. That's usually cause you got your careers and you can't lose it. My advice is to live the best you can, cause death comes for us all and you can't choose when. I done cut ties and cancel friends, hit the beach in a bucket like the soles on my sandals stand. Life jacket that can handle the wind, you dig? The Ayatollah, your idol's over. Boy, this the new golden era. I am over, I see further, cause I stood on top of the giant shoulder. Still pack a lot of bread and giant toasters. Secretly hating, they ain't planning on seeing me make it. They stop speaking, so I see it as hatred. These fucks should see me as sacred, or get scraped and have a meeting with Satan. We ain't even relating. Why they hating on Cornelius? Maybe cause you're ill and your love for money's not greater than your resilience. I'm on the 7th one and I'm breaking all the seals, bitch. You ever seen a live nigga hit the kill switch? They drug a nigga name way more than Will Smith. Would you rather be real or real rich? The answer to that will tell you some real shit. I don't care about scat packs and little kicks. I don't think you niggas ever seen a real brick. As far as this lane, dog, they know I built it. And it probably be the same one I'm killed in. I rap greater, a real live artist and taxpayer. With a 9 to 5 to stack paper. You was getting fronted all your life, you was sack chasing.
That shit is fire. I ain't gonna lie. Be careful, Brizz. You gonna have a bunch of people talk about like, yo, how about you versus Jay Mills? They're gonna start pushing that. Shit, why not? Yo, all right, man. That's the topic for today. We about to get up out here. Go to the other channel, man. We gotta talk about this Chud the Builder and Aiden Ross audio that dropped. And then I have some questions about that.